The address is 1265 Lombardi Avenue. The place is known as Titletown. Welcome inside legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the New York Jets and the Green Bay Packers.
Brendan McManus to kick off for Green Bay.
Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen. It is for real. Season begins here. Off we go in the rain here at Lambeau Field. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Go, set. 331, go.
The run here, it's Breece Hall. And he'll take it for 4 yards on the game's first play.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 5.
Here we go. Tonight.
Off the play action, here's Fields. He'll get it into the hands of Garrett Wilson.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes in the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can draw up all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes.
Ball is hit. He's lost the football. The Packers have it. And he rumbles his way into the end zone. The fumble recovery and the great return for the touchdown. And Greg, you talked about it all week. Not just stop him with the defense, but make impact plays, and that is as big a play as you can ask for.
Yeah, and across the league, Mike, this continues to be a huge point of emphasis. Every defensive coach starts practice with takeaway circuits. How can we find ways to take the ball away? In this case, they forced the fumble, scoop, score, 6 points.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Now, here comes a return from the 9. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over.
24-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
Here we go. Tonight.
They go play action with Fields. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete. He was looking for Garrett Wilson there, and it'll be 2nd down.
This offense is doing everything they can to quiet this crowd, and even though they missed on that long attempt, at least it sets the tone that they're going to continue to attack. If they can come up with a completion on one of those downfield passes, it's going to go a long way to settling themselves into this game.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. They'll run it out of the gun, and it's Hall. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Not a great start by this running back here in the first half, Mike. He had a fumble earlier. Now he struggles just to get back to the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to get more out of this run game as the rest of this game moves along.
Here's a 3rd and 10.
Here we go, son.
Working out of the gun, it's Fields. That's to the running back, Breece Hall. And he's very close to a 1st down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you know what that tells you, Mike? The decision to go for it on 4th down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot.
He works free. Great side. And he is going to take it all the way. Electric moment on the return for touchdown. And they get the great bonus of scoring on special teams. This time the punt return unit able to put 6 up on the board.
And what we see here, Mike, is just a breakdown in the coverage. They talk all week about manning the field, controlling the returner, keeping them on your inside arm. In this case, 2 guys get stacked behind each other. They leave just enough space for this returner to operate in, and the next thing you know, they're looking at him in the end zone.
This will be taken at the goal line, and he'll return it. And with a well-placed kickoff, that's what these new rules can do for you. We'll be back up now to start this drive. Going to start this drive on the ground. It's home. The defense signaling safety here. The official says he made it out of the end zone, but not by much.
Well, as been the case this entire first half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
Don't jump. Ready? Go.
Another run here with Paul. And he's going to be marked down up at the 12-yard line. A gain there of 11. And the Jets have a 1st down.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground, and tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it. They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Fields. He'll swing this one out to Hall. And he'll be stopped short of the first down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
Now a 3rd and 2.
Here we go, son.
We'll try to run for it with Hall. And he's going to have a Jets first down by about a yard. So they pick it up on 3rd and 2.
And it looked at first like that opening was going to close up on him, didn't it, Mike? I mean, really nice job there by the back. Patient and quickness, kind of all at the same time to find that hole. And he's able to get through to keep this drive alive.
Our throw here, right side, falls incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. It's going to be 3rd. They need 1.
Here we go.
They will run it over center with Hall. And he's not going to get the first down. They met him, brought him down in the backfield on 3rd and short.
This is one of those down and distances where the offense really could either run or pass, but give credit to the defense. They sold out to stop the run, and boy, were they right. They take them down for a loss.
And how about that? Nice return there, picking his way up past the 35-yard line.
At their own 39-yard line.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10.
Hey, here we go.
To throw on the first play, it's Smith. Open man is Reed. He's got it. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. Nice job there making that happen.
That one, that's Matthew Golden. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right 3rd. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
Here we go, here we go.
So, first quarter in the books here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. It's the Packers on top. And we're back at Lambeau Field in just a moment. We begin quarter number 2. The Packers have the football as they've got it with 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Smith. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
And I think I want to see a little bit more of this style from this defense. The key, Mike, is at that catch point, you want to create as much contact and be physical. Separate the ball from the intended receiver, and it's a great example there.
On 2nd down, Smith. This one is caught by Reed. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
From the gun, it's Gino. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. And they're going to take this into the red zone to the 15-yard line. That'll be a gain of 20, much of it coming after the catch as they pick up the first down.
Ready. Get in, get up. We're good.
Now the first carry of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he's in! Josh Jacobs. Touchdown, Packers.
That's a heck of a run right there. And I can't tell you, Mike, how many running backs coaches I've heard over the years say, your responsibility with the ball is to make the first guy miss. We can't block everybody on the field. That's the role of a good running back. And you see it here. All it takes is one missed tackle to get this guy in space, and he's able to do the rest with his legs and take it all the way.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. Now an opening past the 30. And this will wind up working out well. He's going to take it up to the 40-yard line. Good return. The drive begins with a run, and it's home. And that'll go for a gain of about 4. Edger and Cooper, they're on the tackle.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
They'll go again with Hall. That's a short pickup to about the 47. Linebacker Isaiah McDuffie ends the play there.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. Third and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
And that is incomplete.
So prior to that third down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation at that down and distance. They had run and pass, both at their disposal, but nice job by the defense being up to the task. Force the incomplete, brings up fourth down.
That one hit inside the 10, but it bounces forward into the end zone. Bring it back out to the 20-yard line.
Hey, here we go.
Gino now on 1st and 10. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. Harrison Phillips taking him down for the first sack of this new campaign.
I really like what I see out of this defense. Definitely playing with a little bit more sense of urgency, especially after falling down here in the first half. They desperately needed that sack, and they got to just continue to get stops and get off the field.
And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
So you find yourself in 2nd and long. What you're thinking here as the play caller is just get this into a manageable third down situation. But after that rush attempt and that big gain, they now find themselves in 3rd and short, which makes it nice. They can run or pass.
390%.
We'll try to run it here with Jacobs. Oh, the defense meets him in the backfield. They stopped him dead in his tracks and set up 4th down. On 4th down, the Packers turned over to Daniel Whelan to punt. This one fielded out beyond the 25. And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
Here we go, Scott. Scott.
Fields to throw. Oh, the ball comes out. It's picked up by one of his teammates.
Here we go, Scott.
Shotgun snap, and a give to Hall. And he will slosh his way forward on the wet surface for a gain of a yard.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked, and with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
Fields from the gun on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he'll punch it away for the 4th time today. Whoa! And they'll finally put an end to this, but a great return to the other side of midfield.
Ready. Good shot.
On 1st and 10, here's Smith. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
A run up the middle with Jacobs. There he goes, inside the 30. And he will score! Josh Jacobs. Touchdown, Green Bay. What a start to the year. His 2nd touchdown in this opening half. What a standout performance early on in this one. That his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game.
And some backs, Mike, they just have a sense of finding the end zone and being able to finish off these runs. That's exactly what this guy has been able to do today, and we're just getting started.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. He fields it at the 8. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there.
Their own 25-yard line.
Fields now to throw on 1st down. He'll find Hall out of the backfield. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Fields now on 2nd down. A throw on the move is caught. It'll be be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line.
6 yards.
It's a gain there of 26 yards.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and we're going to see if they can finish this thing off. So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
Oh, a huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted. And the Packers will take over at their own 14-yard line.
Every once in a while, Mike, you see a quarterback predetermined before the snap where they're going to go with the ball, and I think that was the case here. He told himself, I'm throwing the ball to him no matter what, and it ends up being a costly mistake.
There we go, sit down.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And a good show of force there. He gets 4 tough yards out of that one.
Taken down at the 19-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
We have hit halftime. Going to take a quick break, come back, second half of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. On the return, here's Jaden Reed. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Set. 390 set.
They'll start on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
It's a gain of 5.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on third down.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on third down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Ready. 390 set.
They'll run it straight ahead with Jacobs. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
It's a loss of
Looked
2.
like that might have been an
Brings up
RPO,
2nd and
a
12.
run-pass option. The quarterback has the ability to put the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it on the pass. Looked like he might have been better off pulling that one because he handed it off, and there was nowhere for that running back.
In trouble, and down he goes.
A 7-yard loss brings up third
Just
down.
another example of poor decision-making. I mean, making a bad play even worse. There's nothing there on second down. Just throw the ball into the stands and move on to third. Now you take that sack, and it's going to take a miracle to stay on the field.
From the shotgun, it's Smith. That's over the middle and intercepted. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
So we saw in the first half, Mike, they were willing to take some risks. It allowed them to build this halftime lead. Now the opposing sideline, they're looking to fight back. They're looking to cut that lead down. That's what that coverage seemed. It looked like they baited that quarterback to force that errant throw and lead to that turnover. Now it's their offense coming back on the field with a chance to cut this deficit.
First down, Fields. Catch made, right side by Wilson. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3 at the Packers' 31-yard line.
From the 31, here's second and 3.
Here we go. 331.
Here comes Hall on this toss to the right. And the struggles continue. He's dropped behind the line again.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
Here's a third down and 4.
Here we go. Go.
Throwing is Fields. And that is incomplete. Brees Hall, the intended receiver. And it's going to be fourth down. On now comes the punt team for the Jets. He's on for the 5th time this afternoon. And we will not see a return on this one, as it will be marked down.
At their own 20-yard line.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10.
Finish it on.
They'll run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he will slosh his way forward on the wet surface for a gain of a yard.
The 21-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up second and 9.
From the 21, here's second and 9.
Here we go. 396.
He'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he will not be able to get free. Picking up only a yard. Now, it's third down.
Brings up third.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
These pass rushers, they love these situations where they can just pin their ears back and go after the quarterback. They knew they had a chance to put an end to this drive, and they didn't let it go to waste.
And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. Now after the play, it looks like we have an injured Jet on the field. He'll get himself looked at, but this is not how you want to begin a new campaign. A first down throw for Fields. They'll set up the screen to Hall. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's second down and 7.
Here we go.
Man in motion is Smith.
551, 12 notes. Say hi.
Handoff. Here comes Hall. And to pick his way forward. A gain of about 5. And that's going to set up third down.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's third down.
Here we go.
Give up the middle with Hall. Oh, he didn't need much, but I don't think he got there. Going to depend on the spot, but it looks like he is short.
It's fourth down.
And what a play by the interior of this defensive line. There was nowhere to run. He's able to get in the backfield for a big stop, and it sets up fourth down.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on fourth down.
Here we go. Say hi.
Fields to throw for it. That one caught by Smith. And he's in. Arian Smith. Touchdown, New York.
Yeah, this is not a big surprise here, Mike. You're down big. It's the fourth quarter. You have no choice but to go for it here on fourth down, maintain possession, and they were able to come through.
Riley Patterson now to add the extra point. And this one is no good. Not sure if the rain and the wet footing is an issue there, but no extra point. The score stays where it is.
Bradley Pinion set to kick
Both
off.
teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. For the return, it's Keyshawn Nixon. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
Take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Smith to throw on first and 10. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
Hey, here we go.
Here's a handoff to Jacobson. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up third down.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense. And that's exactly what they've been able to do.
That one caught. He finds Golden. Down the left sideline. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20. It is a big-time play for the Packers. 54 yards. They're at the 17-yard line now for first and 10. From the shotgun, Smith. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. Former third overall pick, Quinnen Williams, working his way in to register his first sack of the new season. A second down throw for Smith. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete. Trying to connect with Romeo Doubs that time. And it's going to bring up a third down.
So, of course, you prefer to connect on that throw. But think about it like this, Mike. The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath.
From the gun on third down, Smith. Here's a shot toward the end zone. And on third down, that ball incomplete. Christian Watson, the intended receiver. And it's going to lead to fourth down.
Brandon McManus on the field goal.
He has to drive this through the rain, but he does. The kick is good. And the Packers will extend their lead.
Anytime you find yourself kicking in these elements, Mike, you just can't take anything for granted, especially when it comes to your plant foot, your balance, your control, your footing. It's so important, and give credit. He does a great job here able to put that one through.
Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line.
Here we go.
On 1st and 10, Fields. That's to the sideline and intercepted. Picked off by Evan Williams. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
So all game, we've seen him take the approach as just being a game manager. But one thing you have to do, if that's the case, is you have to protect the ball. You can't turn the ball over, especially if you're struggling to push the ball downfield. He got a little reckless that time, and the defense made him pay.
On 1st and 10, here comes Jacobs. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
In order to be successful as a run-heavy offense, Mike, it's so important that you remain really efficient on 1st and 2nd down. The last thing you want is to be in 3rd and pass, and it really throws off what you feel like your strengths are. So now you get down here in the red zone, it's got to be touchdowns. These long, sustained drives on the ground, you kick a field goal, that's a win for the defense. I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst, they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
Off the play fake, Smith. This one batted away. It's incomplete. Good hands there in the end zone, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
A bit of a risky throw here in the end zone, Mike, and those windows down here tight, they close so much faster in this part of the field. By the time he let it go, the defender was already in position and was able to make a play on the ball.
Play action now. It's Gino. It is brought in the end zone. Jaden Reed. Touchdown, Packers. This has got to feel good, Greg. You open at home and a great performance with one more touchdown added on top.
Not many better ways, Mike, than to create some excitement amongst your fan base than to have a great home opener. Every team works all off-season. They stress it during training camp. Let's get off to a great start, and then all of a sudden you're able to do it in front of your home crowd. Man, this has been a really impressive performance.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and we'll come out to the 20-yard line.
Here we go.
Back to throw is Fields. Exiting the pocket right. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And that'll be good for a gain of about 4 as he is forced out of bounds.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
And he gets that one complete to his tight end, Taylor. First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a first down.
And this completion certainly won't be changing the outcome of the game by any means, but I do think there is something to be said for teams that continue to fight. They continue to try to at least finish this game and have something to build off of going into next week.
And he proves tough to bring down. Good running across midfield. A gain of 8 that time.
So I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
And Fields is tough to bring down in the open field. Gives the D a break as he slides down. But he got the first down.
First and 10 at the 40.
So, minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. So they come to the line for first down and 10.
Here we go. We good.
Working out of the gun, it's Fields. There's a short one caught by Taylor. And he's close to another first down. He's brought down just shy of the marker.
The drag route, we used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
A run here we call. And he'll get past the marker. So he's got a first down on that gain of 5.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen. And not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2. But it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor. And when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
The tackle made by Tyron Hopper. A gain of 2 brings up second and 8 at the 25-yard line.
Second down and 8.
Here we go. 3-9.
From the shotgun, it's Fields. Now a deep ball toward the end zone. Olsen and Evo, the good coverage. Gets his hand in there to knock it away.
So while this one is all but over, these guys aren't going to let up one bit. They have a lot of pride in their performance, Mike. And just because they have this big lead, they're not going to give you anything easy here down the stretch.
Third, they need 8. Fields. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker.
Anytime you call a running back screen, the key is the relationship between the offensive line and the running back. They have to be in sync perfectly to set up the big play. That wasn't the case here on third down. He gets tackled short of the sticks.
Here we go. Go.
Now or never, they'll throw him. And he's going to go down. The pressure too much. And that should wrap this one up as they have to give it up on downs. Now, whistles and timeout. Go figure. Not sure the point of this. We're going to stop it. 4 seconds left in the game. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he'll be brought down there. And that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this fourth quarter. So, it's a win for the Packers. They move to 1-0, getting the victory to begin the new campaign. So, that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Packers are winners as we say so long from legendary Lambeau Field.